Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. It has got real chance! Oh, terrible pass. Kearney, George Quensa. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Kearney. Delaney. Copenhagen are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Ramos. Brought forward. What is he? Ramos! George Quensa. Fulham yet to have a shot on target. Well played, he saw that coming.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Raul. Raul. Jimenez plays it backwards, and they'll try again. And it's played forward. Clayson. He's got options out wide. Going for goal! Decent enough try.
He was totally wrong-footed, and all the keeper could do then was watch and hope.
And it's Iwobi. And here's Raul. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Delaney. Kearney. Diop. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Iwobi. And here's Raul. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. And here's Iwobi. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hoists it forward. Tete battles to win it back. Kearney. Raul. Out to the right. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Delaney. Chance to break. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Fulham have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Diop. Iwobi. Kearney. And here's Raul.
Raul Jimenez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
A real chance that we can get through. Leno catches it safely. Kearney. Done very well to intervene. Ricardo van Rijn. Diop.
Copenhagen have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ricardo van Rijn. Clayson. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Iwobi. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Shot at goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Fulham are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Iwobi. He's had a shot! Forward it goes. Clayson drives it forward. Ramos. That intervention was very necessary. George Quensa. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Big chance! It's broken loose, and they've been caught out here. Puts in a cross. It is a corner. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Great leap! Tete gets it away. Ramos! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Tries to get it clear. Clayson has it out wide and in space. And that's chance! And another time! And yes, it's there! Finally the breakthrough!
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Copenhagen take the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
And it's Adama Traore. What a ball this has turned out to be. Here it is. He's gone for it. He scored.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Fulham grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time.
And the shot! That's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Has a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish. The changes then in quick succession. Defending of the desperate variety. Chance to hit one! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Jim, your thoughts?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Knocks it away. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. He's gone for it! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Gets his foot in there. Goes down, but nothing given. Ricardo van Rijn. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tete.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
And time is up. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Fulham certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Truly, this is a remarkable stadium, the Allianz Arena, a symbol of cutting-edge technology and architectural perfection. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's got through.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, good interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking to get within range. Wolverhampton are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Pogba. Played out to the right. He's in, surely! And now they can launch a counter. Could be a chance here. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end it'll have been forgotten.
He could be in here. Oh, the ball's come loose. Pings it out wide. Looks to set one up. He's had a shot. It's in.
He shouldn't have been given the time to take that on his chest and get the shot away. That was slack defending.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Pogba could try cutting inside here. Forward it goes. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward. It's gone for a throw-in. Now and a shot! Back of the net! And already they're looking to run away with it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He could be in here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Monaco looking here to cut their deficit. He'll fancy himself from here. Has a pop! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now, chance to break. And there's the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're already back underway here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Finds himself eased off the ball.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Forward it goes. Pogba. Shoots! And in it goes! And the second half is off to a flyer! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
It's a brilliant interception. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 2 changes being made right now.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Done very well to intervene.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Plays it out to the flank. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Crunching tackle. Cuts it out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Plays it out to the wing. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. That's been won straight back. Pogba plays it forward.
Monaco are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Pogba tries to get it forward quickly. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
dashing forward at pace. He's there to receive it. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Just wouldn't be beaten there. He's gone for it! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Hoists it forward. So that's it. It is all over. Monaco lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Monaco really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And already chance!
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again, he really had to be at his best, didn't he?
Barry. Forward pass. We get a throw in. Garner. Everton are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
There's a pop! Now the counter. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? He's had that put on. Has a hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
If you have just joined us, well, we've missed no goals. Played back in, plays it out to the wing. Pickford can claim that. Grealish. Grealish looking to get on the end of this. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Barry. Garner. Hoists it forward, breaks on here. "30 minutes gone. Oh, he's found him in space. Could be and a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Tries to pick out. Massive leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Grealish Switches it towards the other side. Tries to get it forward quickly. That'll be a throw-in. And it's got through. A chance! Keane, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Garner, Greenish. Good ball, it's found its top. Oh, shooting chance! And in it goes! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
And through to the goalkeeper.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Oh, well defended, that had to be done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a fabulous position. Has a goal! So who's he picking? Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Everton are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's got away. And the shot! This could fall anywhere. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And they've been caught out here. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Everton making consecutive changes here. And he's cut it out. Garner. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and it's 1-0. And they win it back again.
Everton are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
That's not going to make it. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gets it, and now what? Forward it goes. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
He's got options out wide. Oh, what a ball! Let's shot at goal! In it goes! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. We have already started here. He's there to receive it. Oh, it's a shot at goal! There it is! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's...
He's had a goal! Hoists it forward. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. And it's Traore. Traore tries to get it forward quickly. Schick.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Big chance! And in it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's a decent ball. Now can he fit? Has a goal! And more, and more, and more! And already they're looking to run away with it.
PES United are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Schick absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And it's played forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Just brushed off the ball there. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And it's Lucas Vasquez. Now surely! Granit Xhaka. Xhaka. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Traore. Schick. And it's Traore. He's managed to get himself offside. Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. That's great strength on the ball. He's got options out wide. Schick. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. The action has already resumed here. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's got through. He's through. Real chance! He's kept it out just.
PES United were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that's sprayed out wide. Crosses it in. It's a brilliant interception. Another corner then. And that has been cleared. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Traore. Granit Xhaka. A really good feat. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. It's one! Oh, top draw save from the keeper.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
And it's hoisted clear.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
Has a pop! It goes to show he is human after all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Gets wrestled off the ball. He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. And they are right back within touch. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Schick taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Good take, and he's had a look. That's a good ball to find him. Oh, real danger here. That's offside. Yes, it is. Hoists it forward. He's in, short, and the finish! He scores! Just one goal in it now! Game on! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Turns and goes back. Chooses to go back. Lucas Vasquez.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Sunderland are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Lucas Vasquez. Brings it forward. And it's played forward.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
For a goal kick. Lucas Vasquez. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Lucas Vasquez. Back to the keeper and try something new. Lucas Vasquez. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And that's been won straight back. Granit Xhaka. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's cut it out. Clears it out of harm's way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. As you can see, we've already started here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Parejo. And it's Perez. It's got has a hit! They scored! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Villarreal go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Celso. It's a promising ball. Has a hit! And in it goes! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Sevilla are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the player...
He's gone for it! It's a goal! Into the lead once more. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
Villarreal take the lead. Foyt. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Tries lifting it over, and he's there to cut it out. Gets it back. Parejo. Now it's Perez. Here it is now, surely! And he has been fouled there. Villarreal looking to pull clear here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Perez plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Out to the left it goes. Bakambu. And it's Perez. Perez cuts it out.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Surely! It is a corner. Sevilla given another corner. And he's there to clear it. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Gets away from his opponents. Has a pop! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Well, shoots! This could fall anywhere! And they've been caught out here. And the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Perez. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Cut out in the nick of time. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Well, the action has already resumed here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And it's Parejo. It's a good foot in there. Chance to break. That's Bakambu. Lo Celso. He's had a shot! He's scored! The second half sparked straight into life. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Sevilla get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Now, can he... hits one! Sticks it away! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Hits one! And the ball's come out! Sevilla are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Parejo. And here's Perez. And it's played forward. Now it's Bakambu. And here's the chance to counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Parejo. And here's Perez. Gets wrestled off the ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Could be a chance here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Parejo set up one goal so far. It could be real chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Villarreal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Play for a throw. He's got options out wide. Shapes to shoot! And it's been given away. Shot a goal! In it goes! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Jim, your thoughts?
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
A real chance to break. He's got away.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Done very well to intervene. Partey. A real chance if he can get through. That intervention was very necessary. Partey. Partey goes looking. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Ball's out on the left now. Gets the better of his man. A really good feat. It's gone out for a throw-in. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. Turns and goes back. That's a hit! And another time! Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams are going for goal! Gets it back. Dashing forward at pace. Hoists it forward. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Stepanenko. Gomez. Stepanenko. Gets the better of his man. It's a brilliant interception. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gets it upfield.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Nelson. Still goalless. Nelson. He's had a look. And he just whacks it away. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. And it's played forward. Oh, surely! Has a hit! Goal! Shakhtar Donetsk! And Shakhtar Donetsk take the lead. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
This is gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Hits one! In for a header! Can he get this? And the follow-up! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the...
He's gone for it! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Stepanenko. Gomez. Shakhtar Donetsk getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, real danger here. Goes for goal! Hoists it forward. A real chance to break. He's off on a marauding run. Timely intervention. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Knocks it away. Looks to clip it forward. Turns and goes back. And out to safety. Gomez. It has gone through to him. And he heaves it forward. Referee has just said play on. Forward it goes. A real chance if he can get through. Quick glance at goal. And a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Gorgeous control there. Great challenge, time to perfection. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Shakhtar Donetsk head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. Already up and running for the second half.
Shakhtar Donetsk playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Oh, good take, shot at goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Back into the middle. This could spell... Hits one! Goal! Shakhtar Donetsk! And they're back in front! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Shakhtar Donetsk go into the lead. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Stepanenko. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And it's played forward, and here's the chance to counter. Done very well to intervene. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's pinged one through here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It's a decent ball. Now can he finish? Has a goal! They scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Shakhtar Donetsk take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now a chance to break.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Has he picked him out? Can he do big chance? And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
4 in the game. He is the man. Shakhtar Donetsk blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
They've played it short. Tries one! And the weighted pass. Surely has a pop! 5 minutes left on the clock. Battles to win it back. He could be in, and the shot! Keeper's got his work done. Could have here their final chance. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Goes for goal! Oh, that is an awful miss. Just brushed off the ball there. And time is up. A quick day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Shakhtar Donetsk won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
And that's where we have to end it. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. It is quite a scene here in the Monumental, just as you would expect it. That's surely a foul. Free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tries to dink it in. Out of play for a goal kick. Lindelof. Sancho. Gets it back. Van der Beek. And here's Stuani. Gets wrestled off the ball. Sancho. Lamar. And he's cut it out. been a rather gentle affair so far. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lamar goes looking. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Battles to win it back. Lindelof. Tries to float one. A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Van de Beek. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Blint. Lamar. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Sancho. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Stuani. Just brushed off the ball there. Gets the better of his man. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. It's a throw in. Ball through needs to be good here. Breaks on here. And it's Lamar. And here's Stuani. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mings. Cut out in the nick of time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Girona seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! A goal at a really telling moment. Girona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Well read, he sorted that out. And through to the goalkeeper. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Needed a better pass there. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Blint. Lamar. Looking to break out here. Lindelof. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Van de Beek. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Lamar. And he's there to cut it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
And they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Lamar. Sancho gets on the end of it. Hits one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He's going after it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Chance to shoot! They scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Gets away from his opponents. And they've been caught out here. This could spell danger.
Girona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Tielemans. Good ball, it's found its target.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. He's had that put on a plate. It's a great ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Girona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Forward it goes. Intervention was very necessary.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast. Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Barkley has a pop! It's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! That's no fluke, it's... And time is up. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found...
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Gross. Room for a shot. Oh, real danger here. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And now they can launch a counter. Brandt going full tilt down the right-hand side. Timely intervention. And the counter is on. Pamplona are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not...
Oh, that is up! He's gone for it! And he's done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Pamplona take the early advantage. Gets it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hits one! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Patrick van Aanholt. He's going to get himself offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's got through, he's gone for it! In it goes! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Pamplona get themselves a two-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Big chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Defending of the desperate variety. It has gone through to him. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Plays it out to the flank. He's through. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Gets up to hit it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort. Gross.
Battles to win it back. Dortmund are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that's where he wants it. Half-time getting close now. And he's there to cut it out. Gross goes looking. Brandt. Dortmund have it back and they can go again. And we hit half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It's certainly...
He's had a go! Back of the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
This has become one superb game of football.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Well weighted. Has a hit! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Pamplona go into the lead. And the shot! Oh, taken with style!
Now listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Changes here from both sides, in fact. We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
More than happy to take the muscular approach, dashing forward at pace. Forward it goes.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
That's great strength on the ball. It's a loose ball. He's had a shot! Nicely worked.
They used the 1-2 to great effect and working their way through the middle then. A little more luck though, and they may have been celebrating.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gross. A really good feat. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Goes long. And they've been caught out, and the shot! It's there! Into the lead once more!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Pamplona take the lead. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Dortmund are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Played out to the right. Looking to break out here. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That intervention was very necessary.
Dortmund have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Finds himself eased off the ball.
Pamplona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
And he's away. That's good defending, very good defending. Cleared away. Really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Plays it out to the wing. There's the through ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Dortmund didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
That's where we have to end it. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This game, of course, being brought to you from one of the most recognisable grounds in the British Isles. It is, of course, Ibrox. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Fernandinho. He plays a crucial role, Peter, offensively and defensively. He's superb.
And the shot! It's in! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Atletico Paranaense take the early advantage. Ball's out on the left now. Here it comes. Breaks on here. Now Embolo! It's anyone's ball. Played into the middle. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alex. Atletico Paranaense scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Fernando just brushed off the ball there. Embolo. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Fernandinho goes looking, dashing forward at pace. Here it is, and the finish! No mistake! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Atletico Paranaense take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Shoots! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
In for a header! They've done it! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
Stade Rennais get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Gets it back. Now a chance to break. Fofana. Plays it out to the wing. And here's Embolo. Alex. Fernandinho. Atletico Paranaense. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. He
just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Real chance! No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Alex. Willian. It's on a plate. Trout shapes to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Atletico Paranaense with another chance from a corner. And it's been taken short. Plays it back. Well read, he sorted that out. Now the counter. Fernandinho cuts it out. Stade Rennais seem happy to let their strikers going for goal. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's there to clear it. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. The action has already resumed here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Goes for goal! It's bounced out! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, he was so quick to respond to that, almost made it count. Great opportunity.
And it's Fofana. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Ball through needs to be good here.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Out to the right. It's gone for a throw-in.
Stade Rennais have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Hits one! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact. So now the difference is 3. Well positioned to make that interception. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Atletico Paranaense have a free kick. But he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. wants to win it back. It's a loose ball. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Going through. Has a hit! Fernandinho. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, look, I don't think he can say he didn't have enough support in that instance, because he's got to get his head up more and see what's around him. If you're going to keep your head down looking at the ball, you're not going to see the options, and that was a bit selfish for me.
And he's away. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's going to be another throw. It's a good foot in there. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Fofana. He's through, now is he in? Hoists it forward. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Quick glance at goal. Chance! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Plays it out to the flank. Fofana. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. A real chance to break. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Atletico Paranaense looking to widen the gap even further here. Big chance! That is a class save. He had to be at his best. the final whistle. Atletico Paranaense, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.